Hey everyone, thanks for joining. We are on part 3 of a 3-part series of exposing the whole rental HVAC market in Ontario. In the first 2 videos, we covered 10 most important red flags that homeowners generally don't realize until it's too late. So today we're going to finish strong with the last 4 points, and we're going to cover why the rental HVAC systems can basically impact the future sale of your home, the price of your home, and it can also impact your financial future. So number 11 is return on your investment. Because you're renting the furnace, you actually don't own it. So you don't actually have a return on your investment. It actually doesn't make it grow in value as you're paying it off. Until if you end up being the unlucky ones to go the full term of the contract and you pay ludicrous amounts of money, then at that point you're going to own it. But unless you buy it out, you really don't have a very good return on your investment when it comes to renting an HVAC system. And this is another one that you're going to want to know about, and this is a 12th red flag, is the fact that you never have the right to use anyone else but that company. That's right, in the fine print. Some companies are going to actually penalize you if you try to use another company. So that means if you're not happy for whatever reason with that company that you chose to have the installation done by, or maybe you're without heat or you're without cooling in the summertime and it's stifling hot, or it's really freezing cold in your house and that company's taking forever to get there, maybe they can't get out in time, or maybe it's taking them a couple days, you can't call somebody else. You have to wait for them. You are locked into that company. That's one of the big issues that I actually have as well. Now, from a company standpoint, yes, a business sense, you may think that it's a good idea locking in all your customers, but a lot of customers don't actually like that. And they'll start talking and spreading the word, and you'll just get a bad reputation. So bottom line is, it's not really a good idea to be locked into a contract where you have no other option but to use that one company for the next 10, 12, 15 years. I don't know about you, but if I decide for whatever reason, I don't like a company anymore, or I don't like a restaurant, or I don't like something to do with whatever it is in life, I want the option to say, you know what, see you later. You don't run your company to my expectations, and I'm going to find someone else that can. Also, I got to be able to deal with companies that I like and I trust and I feel good about dealing with. And that's very important to me and who I do business with all my life. So if I end up dealing with a company, buying something from a company, and then realizing, okay, I might have made a mistake on that company, or I've been bamboozled by the salesperson, or whatever the case is, I want to be able to know that I can go somewhere else very easily without being penalized, or without having my warranties interrupted, or to keep getting charged for services that I'm not actually doing anymore. So these are all things that you as a homeowner have to really consider before you make choices when you're dealing with not only the company, but what products you're choosing, what type of company you're going to be dealing with, because you got to be looking at this from a long-term perspective. And the last point, what I want to drill home, is that a lot of the rental salespeople, they come across as nice people. Some of them I'm sure are nice people, but the bottom line is, they're not always there for your best interest. And when they read the contracts of what they're actually renting, if they still rent systems to you, then you got to ask yourself, is this company and is this salesperson being nice and being my best friend because they want to rent me a furnace which is not in my best interest? It's going to make them a fortune, make their commissions, substantially higher. But for me, it's going to put me in the poorhouse, or it's going to cost me ludicrous amounts of money. I think once you see these videos and you look at some other videos online and some other stories of what people have gone through, you got to come to the conclusion that there's much better options to do than renting HVAC systems, because you should be given the option of having to buy it straight out, put it on a credit card, put it on a financing plan with much less amortization, with flexible amortizations that work within your budget, so that you can afford to pay the monthly amount and pay off the system in the least amount of time as possible, so that you get charged the least amount of interest. So at the end of the day, you're not paying, like I said, $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 that you're going to be paying for these rental contracts. You can do financing in 5 years. It may cost you a little bit more per month, but in 5 years, you actually own the system. And that's it. No strings attached. Simple, right? Look, renting might seem good at first, and it may be presented to you as a great option, but very rarely does it ever make a very good, wise decision from a long-term standpoint. I've seen too many homeowners get burned by these contracts, too many to count, and luckily I've saved a lot of people from making this mistake. And hopefully with you watching, I'm going to help you avoid this mistake as well. So if you're thinking of upgrading your system, reach out to me. I will give you full transparency, no surprises. I'll give you real value, and I'll show you exactly how you can do this and avoid this massive pitfall that is a mistake, as I'll say over and over again in this video. I'm here to help all homeowners all across the GTA and even all across Ontario if I have to. But the bottom line is, really look at my videos for what it's worth, and remember it. Even if you're not looking for a system right now, eventually if you're a homeowner, your furnace is going to break down, your air conditioner is going to break down, you're going to need one at some point. So just remember this video. I want you to make the best decisions, and I want you to make the smart decisions. And my network of vetted HVAC professionals and myself are always going to give you the best and educational information that's going to help you make the wisest decisions when it comes down to your HVAC systems. Best way to reach out to me is through my email at jc@thehvacveteran.com. Send me an email and I will be more than happy to get back to you and answer any of your questions. And like I said, if you're in the GTA and surrounding areas, give me a shout out. And if you're in the market for one of the heat pump, air conditioner, furnace, talk to me. Let me help you out. And don't forget to like and subscribe and comment below. I'd really love to hear what your comments are, and if you've had any bad experiences or experiences with the whole rental market. If you're just signed a contract and you're within the 10-day cooling off period, it is extremely important that you either contact me, and if you want some more information, or just do it yourself. Send an email, put a pause on it until you get more information and until you're more educated. If you do an email to the person who sold you the rental contract and you tell them that you want to pause and you do not want them to go ahead, period, they cannot deny you, especially within the 10-day cooling off period. Okay, that's in Ontario, it's a law, so keep that in mind. And if you feel that I've saved you from making that grave mistake, or you're just almost ready to make that change, send me a message as well. I'd love to hear your feedback. Thanks for watching, and until my next video, I will see you later.